All right, everyone, a very good morning to all of you. It is 21st of October 2024, Monday, the first day of the trading session. It is nice 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time and 9:30 Atlantic Standard Time. Let's quickly take a look where we are heading to as a sentiment point of view before the US cash open. Starting with the FX section, Swiss franc is leading the pack with the yen being the weakest. We can do see that USD is just losing its ground without any clear catalyst behind it. We do had some officials coming out from central banks who gave their commentary about their recent perspective of the economic data. Let's start with the RBA. We have had some comments from RBA Hunter, which I have highlighted here. The major think the RBA Deputy Governor Hauser says we are slightly surprised employment growth has been so strong while labor participation rate is striking high. So uh, the comments she made about is the last time I think on let me just show you guys here. Uh, okay, so here, so the comments she she mentioned that on a Wednesday they have had a very nice jobs number with unemployment rate ticking to back to 4.1%, beating the market expectations, with employment change staying above the consensus 64.1. She said she's pretty much surprised that the labor market is so strong and the participation rate is striking high. With that, said will take into account Q3 CPI data and other data to form a view on policy. So these comments are very much neutral. We do know that, but we now understand that the RBA is very much surprised with the labor market being so strong, and alongside that, now they're waiting for the Q3 CPI data, and if we get a Q3 CPI data better than expected, we can see some strength in the Aussie. Other than that, a miss or a neutral data can no bias to the Aussie. Now, other than that, we do have had some comments from ECB officials as IMF meeting continues. First, we need to understand that the last meeting the ECB had on 17th of October, the decision they have made to cut 25 basis point of cut was anonymous, and with that everybody being agreed on to cut 25 basis point cut, we do not expect any kind of a hawkish commentary from any ECB official. So if any ECB official comes out and do give us a hawkish commentary, which will be very surprising for a trader like us to just jump in and have some good trades out of the euro. Now let's back to the commentary we had from ECB. Kazimir says accelerator pays in this inflation confirmed, and the ECB will be in a strong and comfortable position to continue the easing cycle. So if overall we look at this mixture of cautious optimism about disinflation and opens to further easing characterizes a dovish outlook. So uh, ECB just confirming that the disinflation is continuing, and and they are very strong and comfortable about the positioning to further easing. However, uh, the dovish trend, I was surprised by when she said October rate cut leaves December meeting wide open. So now with that, we
Just so
do
you are
have
aware,
had
an
some
update from
comments
the
from
European Union. They are
ECB.
assessing Equities to
Kazakh
develop
says
joint purchasing
inflation is
platform for
continuing
critical
to
minerals and
decline
energy
while the
according to
economy
documents
is
via
weak. Rates
Reuters.
will continue to
EU
decline
source
as
says that EU
inflation
Commission
declines.
does aim to
So
sign a contract for the
we
platform
have
by
the
the end of the
overall
year.
picture that the most officials who coming out from ECB side gonna be very gonna say dovish. So if we talk about the Simcas, the same thing I think. Simcas is repeating that the rates could go below the neutral level. Disinflationary trend is a stable track. Services inflation remains high. Policy will clearly become less restrictive. So we do expect that the commentary from ECB officials is going to come dovish as the ECB policy decision they made on 17th of October was anonymous. So any hawkish commentary, we are waiting for that. Other than that, let's move back to the risk sentiment video. So now moving to the equity section, we can see that all of the major equities are in red. If we just look at the China 50, it is down by negative 1.5%, and followed by the Hang Seng 50 down by 1.67%. So if we just look at the China 50, we do note that the uh, we do know that, let me just show you guys here. We had LPR rate on Sunday at 10 p.m. Atlantic Standard Time, and the PBoC just lowered its LPR 1 year and 5 year by 25 basis points of cut, which was we kind of know because on Friday Governor Pan came to the news channels and said that they expect that they're gonna do maybe 20 or 25 basis points of LPR cut, and they will do cuts further if the market allows them to do so. So even though we have had a lower than expectations LPR rate, we do have had seen uh, we do have had seen the China 50 is still not buying it. So it makes it tricky that the market is not getting convinced with the lower LPR rates. So we do have to follow the China and the PBoC what they have to do about this. Talking about the commodity section, all of the commodities are enjoying their day with natural gas up by 2%, WTI up by 2% of, and the other gold is sitting at all-time highs. I mean, look at this move. It's just no way for it to make a pullback. So it gets very tricky to trade gold right now. However, we do know that from a geopolitical tension point of view, that from the Middle East, tensions keep going on. With last night, we have some news that Israeli PM Netanyahu had a drone attack on his home. Eventually, luckily, he wasn't at his home with his family, so it was a pretty much a miss attack. And we do have had some commentaries from US President Trump, and told he told to the PM Netanyahu that Israel consider the issues the US administration raises, but will make decision based on its new national interests. So overall, we can see that the geopolitical tensions is really giving a nice push higher to the energy and the yellow metal. And with the PBoC, the commodity the copper, silver, and platinum having a nice bounce back of that. So overall, it is pretty much bullish uh, day for the commodities.
So we're
Looking
getting an
at the
update regarding the
bonds,
meeting between
we
US
can see
President
that
Hochstein
bonds
and
just made a
Lebanon's Prime
nice push
Minister.
higher, reaching at 3%
Very
of the
telling
day
Hochstein
now.
that's
It is just
Lebanon
making
could
a
elect a president in the first week of
smaller
a
pullback
truce.
from its
Says after
recent
the meeting that
highs,
they can
currently
return to an
trading
agreement
at
on truce
plus
after 3
2%.
weeks.
10-year yields, 5 year is sitting at plus 2%, 2 years sitting at plus
This is
1%.
being
So
reported by Sky News Arabia
overall,
after
it
that
is a
meeting
pretty
between Berry and Hochstein.
mixed bag across the board. From a macro event point of view, we have a very quiet session with some of the Fed speakers coming later today at 2 p.m. Atlantic Standard Time. We are having a Kashkari, and 6:05 p.m. we are having another Fed speaker of the day. So just be tight, because we are having meeting going till Wednesday, I think. We expect more of the Fed speakers and other central bank speakers to come out and give their commentary about it, about their decisions, about how they see the overall world is heading to now. So at the end, if we just look all major asset classes, it's a pretty much mixed bag across the board, with Swiss franc still leading the pack, and the equity section is just deteriorating. Commodities enjoying their day to push higher. Treasury is still showing some sign to the upside. So with that being said, as always, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to let me know.